Hello, everybody, and welcome to Joker's Website. Corner Reacts. What's today? Review list. Fuck it. One of them. Welcome to Joker's Website. I'm Lobo. Today we're gonna be doing top six wrestlers of the week and off moments that happened that either botches or stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I'll be doing this separately going forward. Also, with the top six and bottom six teams, will be a separate video from our usual corner. I will mention it, but I'll always refer back to this video. Just that way we don't fill up that corner more than an hour for now. Um, Trying to keep everything condensed, but all right, let's get right into it. Our top six wrestlers of the week. Actually, before that, let's talk about some off moments real quick. Um, for me, one of the off moments was, well, anytime it's not really her fault. Is well, no, if she's dangerous, I just don't like her persona, her performance in the ring. Anytime Nia Jax gets on screen, I kind of want to skip through it, but you know, gotta do it, gotta watch it. Good storylines come out of it, regardless, even if it's with her. The other one was Mariah May and Queen Aminata. There was a little, not crazy, it was just a little miscued or mistimed on stuff that I saw. Um, there was also a promo on crap, I can't remember where it was. Promo was on Raw or SmackDown. Let me remember real quick. I think it was on SmackDown. It was a I don't know. I just didn't like it personally, but it was just off. And then also lately, this is not a knock on him. It's just I think his brain just goes 1,000 miles an hour and he just blurts it out. The last couple of weeks or so, LA Knight has had stutters or miscues in his promos, so kind of off. He had not had that before then, so maybe he's feeling the pressure. But I'm pretty sure he'll get it back under control. It's just the little things I've noticed that it was been like the third or fourth time in the last month and a half. So it's kind of just like, what's going on there, right? But and that's not terrible. It's just a little bit of stumble over his words. Um, but other than that, let's go now into the positives. As the top six wrestlers of the week. At number six, I have Andrade El Idolo. He did have a banger of a match with, I mean, actually, all there's, what is it, five matches in between him and Carmelo Hayes have been amazing. Um, Pretty much the matches of the night every time. And then he did with this last one, breaking the 2-2 tie with Hayes, is now the number one contender for the U.S. title of LA Knight, which I just mentioned. Um, Excited for that. He is a former U.S. champion, so possibly get it back. A little prediction, maybe just because I want to. A few years ago, in one of the 2K games for WWE, a fan made a belt, a custom belt. It was the Mexican American title. They used the old frame of the U.S. Championship, and then put the Mexican American flag like half and half. It looked very beautiful. I would like to see that happen, but that's just a personal thing. Especially if Andrade's going at it, that'll be a perfect time to have that. That's just personal bias, just something I would like to see. At number five now, we have the new number one contender for the NXT Championship, Trick Williams, after beating Pete Dunne in NXT this last week. Uh, he had a great showing. Pete Dunne had two great number one contender matches on Monday and then on Tuesday on NXT. So honorable mention to him as well. Great, great showing from him, but the nod goes to the victor, unfortunately, for Trick Williams, as he's the new number one contender. At number four, this was hard because they both did great, but I'm gonna give that to Gilia and her debut in NXT. Looked strong. Um, Obviously, they gave some offense to Chelsea Green. Um, Kind of like the same thing they did with Ricochet in AEW, where they're new, but they're not giving them like the super push. They're letting them work. So like that, but Gilia looks tough, looks good, and in the ring and personally in her person, so she looked great. Um, she also had what is it, Funaki as a translator. That's fucking great. I would like to see Funaki back on TV. He was very funny when he was in SmackDown. At number three, I'm giving it to the winners of the AEW Tag Team Casino Gauntlet match. The Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. I wasn't sure how they were going to work together, but they worked amazing. And honorable mention to everybody involved in that match. FTR. Who else was involved? Give me a second. Let me bring that up. FTR. I think Private Party was also in it. Nope. It was FTR was in it. Osprey and Fletcher, obviously they get the win. They have the Righteous, the Undisputed Kingdom. We had the Claimed, hell yeah. M&M Collection. Don't remember who that was, but Top Flight was in it. Uh the Outrunners and the Grizzly Young Veterans. It was great. FTR and the Grizzly Young Veterans go off in battle, but that led to another match. But that gauntlet match was great. It's kind of like pretty much any casino match they have is kind of a mix from a battle royale and the Royal Rumble, but without being tossed up over the top for the most part. Um, this one was the pinfall, I think, but great match. Um, Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher get the win, so good on them. But yeah, that was an amazing match. And then Ospreay has had banger after banger after banger lately, so I mean, ever since like 2 years ago, he's been banger after banger. And then Kyle Fletcher also has had very good matches individually recently. Who he has surprised me. I didn't know about him until about a month ago. So they're my number three. At my number two, this was also tough because they both happened on Raw 1 and 2. At number two, I have Jey Uso winning the Fatal 4-Way for the number one contenders for the IC Championship with Braun Breaker. Uh, Great match. Jay obviously, I think this is his second time going for that title once versus Gunther, or twice with Gunther. But yeah, he won that number one contenders in a great match. He's had a lot of great promos with himself, with Bria and Damien, and then coming in for the save on Raw to when Judgment Day was beating on the Terror Twins. I mean, he's starting going to his own. We'll see if he finally gets a strap individually. And my number one, it's a combination of uh, people here, but it's mostly one of them is for what he's done, but the other one's for the segment. Is Gunther and Bret Hart. That segment was so good. Gunther, everything he's been doing, defending the title, his matches with Randy Orton, and so on with other people. Uh, and now doing the story also with Sami Zayn about him not wanting him to challenge him because he has recently in his mind he's the one that stopped that run with the IC Championship at WrestleMania. So he kind of has that like a PTSD thing. Like, nah, it's not gonna happen again with you, dude. You ain't getting it. So, uh, I think they'll play this on for a while. I don't think he should get a title shot immediately. At least, um, Sami Zayn. I think they should prolong it. Have Gunther run away, give it to somebody else. Get involved in his matches so Sammy doesn't get it, and eventually Sammy win like a battle royal, number one contenders match, something, so he gets that chance. Um, but the segment with him and Brett, him pretty much acknowledging Brett, and then bringing him down with the line that he says, "You always be my second favorite wrestler behind Bill Goldberg." Oh, gold, especially with both of them being in news recently of talking about each other, Brett and Goldberg. That is great. Uh, that was such a great line. Everybody was thinking Sean right on that one, but no, he said Bill, with Bill being the one that retired Brett after that kick, pretty much. Um, you could see him in Bret Hart's face, like, "All right, you slick fuck." But that was great. And then Bret at the end calling Gunther a coward, just gold, and kind of playing with Gunther's like tough guy persona. So They'll be they're in my number one. Tell me what you think if you agree or disagree with this list, but those are my personal top six wrestlers of the week. Tell me your list on how it differs from mine. Um, Let me know if anyone's I should keep an eye out too. I don't always keep in touch with everything. There's so much right now with Japan, Mexico being hot right now with the combination of both AEW being with CML and TNA also being involved in AAA, TNA being involved with NXT and WWE, WWE being involved with some Japanese promotions as well. It's just a lot of mix, a lot of stuff. Japanese promotion getting really hot too at this moment. Um, so tell me what you think I should keep an eye out, or if any superstars I should keep an eye out. Uh, but other than that, remember to be grateful for everything you have. Be grateful for the stuff you don't have because it could always be much, much worse. Um, just look at the news. There's lot of terrible stuff happening. But also, if you're going through anything, reach out to someone, a loved one, a friend. The hotlines, there's quite a few. Or reach out to me here in the comments or on our socials down below, and we'll get back to you soon. Sometimes it's easier to let it all out to a stranger. So if you need to, I'm available and we're available. But other than that, I've been El Lobo, and this was Joker's Wild Side. See ya.